Hey guys, what's up? Thanks a lot for following along with this video. This was the very first time that I used oil paint. So I was just kind of getting a feel for it. I tried to do this speed painting kind of thing where I did it all at once. I didn't let any layers dry in between or anything like that. So my lines aren't quite as crisp and clean as I would like them to be, but for just a really quick painting like this, I'm actually happy with how it turned out. I did have to get kind of used to the way that oils mix on the canvas a little bit more whenever I'm using acrylics, like the previous painting in the last video. The acrylics dry very quickly on the canvas, so I'm able to do layering all in one sitting, where with this painting the oil was wet. It's actually still wet right now, drying while I'm doing this outro. So I do want to do a little bit cleaner lines. I think I'll figure that out as I do more painting. And I'm sure there's a lot of techniques that I used here that aren't perfect by any means, but I think if I use some gel medium, or I think there's another product like Galkid. Galkid's like a medium that helps not thin the paint, but help it be more smooth and flow better whenever it does get applied to the canvas. I've watched some videos on that. I wasn't comfortable using it for my first go, so I just used the what's it called? I can't remember, Gamsol. Gamsol, that's the solvent, so, which is probably not the right way to do it. I think the Galkid's probably gonna keep the consistency of the paint a little better, a little thicker, but just kind of flow a little better off of the brush. So I think better brushes will help as well. I think I just bought some cheapy ones because I didn't want to go all expensive into this and then find out I hate doing it. Painting's always been something I'm kind of on the fence about. I know that whenever I do create something nice like this, I do like it, but the process of making it isn't always something that I find the most enjoyable. So I do really love painting, and I love watching people paint and seeing what they create, but it is a little bit more of a struggle for me, and I think it does come down to like the clean lines and things like that. When I'm working with ink and I'm doing illustrations and that, the lines are always perfectly clean and things. I can create stuff that almost looks like it came from a computer and that. But whenever I'm working with paints, they're not as forgiving in that sense. They always want to be a little more thick and kind of chunky whenever you're putting them to the canvas itself. Plus the canvas is textured, and I'm used to working on paper and things like that. So, but all that said, no excuses. It's just something different to try. It's a different way of being creative, and I hope you guys did like it. I did want to combine kind of the styles of like a painterly style and a comic book style all into one finished piece here, and I do think I did achieve that. The colors popped really good, really well. Let's use proper grammar while we're here. And I changed my mind a little bit while I was painting to kind of just do a more simple background, but it did turn out well. I'm happy with it. So I'm gonna keep practicing, seeing what else I can come up with. Might not do oil painting for the next one, but I'm sure I'll come back to it in the future. I got a lot of it that I got to use up anyway, so I'll figure out some other ways to be creative with it. So I hope you guys like this. As always, like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon so that you're notified when I release a new video. I'm trying to release them on a fairly regular schedule. There's not a specific day, but I'm trying to do it about every 2 weeks or so. That's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next one.